Hey guys, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You never know. Well, what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to ask is, you know what's funny? What's funny is you never know what you're going to discover. You never know what you're going to discover that you're actually a fan of that you didn't know was around. You didn't know was possible or even was happening as you spoke or as you walked around. Well, apparently, that's what happened this morning with me. You see, as I was getting ready for work, I went on DeviantArt because I had some time before I took the bus to work, dial-a-ride bus, that is. And what I discovered was something that I didn't even think was going to become a reality. Because you think that people like CBR, Comic Book Resources, some of the anime groups that I'm a part of on Facebook and all that, you think that they would be knowledgeable about this. But as you could see by the picture and by the title, I don't know if they were or not, because apparently, and you would even think Toon Zone would be interested about this, but apparently they weren't because, like I said, as you could see by the title and the pictures provided, this month, back on April 8th of this month, an all-new Cutey Honey anime debuted. Yeah, an all-new Cutey Honey anime debuted in Japan, as well as here in North America. It debuted in Japan on networks like AT-X, BS11, TV Tokyo MX, and then here in Japan, here in North America, by Sentai Networks or Sentai Filmware or something like that. Mostly on HD Dive, if you will. But yeah, this series premiered at the beginning on the second Sunday, a week after Easter, on the day of WrestleMania itself. This series debuted. And it is a weekly series. It comes on every Sunday. I don't know if it's a Sunday evening show. I don't know if it's a Sunday morning show. I don't know if it's a Sunday afternoon show. All I know is it debuted. And from what I understand, the debut is to coincide with the 50th anniversary of Koji Nagaya, the manga artist behind Cutey Honey and other anime manga properties. And one of the selling points about it is that it uses his original character designs for this anime. But you might be asking yourself, well, Brian, how did you first find out about this? Or some of you might even ask, well, how could you not know? Well, here's the thing. I'm a fan of Cutey Honey. I've created a created wrestler on her in one of my WWE games. Might still do that again. I own, through DVD Fab, courtesy of DVD Fab and stuff, I have, I think, volume 1 and 2 of the new Cutey Honey anime. So, I'm a decent fan. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, but I am a very, how do I put this? Intrigued fan. I'm a very intrigued fan because when I first found out about Cutey Honey, the overall franchise, when I first found out about it, I did not know that it started all the way back in the early 1970s. I had no idea. That's the honest truth. I had no idea this series started back in the 1970s. I had no idea. But it's been around for that long. So you're looking at basically, as far as an overall franchise goes, you are looking at a franchise that has gone on as of this year for 46 years. That's amazing. It's 4 years away from 50 years, but 46 years, and it's one of the primary animes and mangas noted. What I'm trying to say is it's one of the primary animes and mangas that Koji Nagata, or Naga, I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, is known for. And here's the thing. This anime is when you think about it, no matter what kind of interpretation you look at, it's every creator's dream sometimes to have a character be able to have the abilities to do what Honey does. Because here's the thing about Cutie Honey, if you don't know. The overall franchise, anime and manga, and even live action, it's gone into live action a few times too, focuses on this humanoid android named Honey, Cutie Honey, which is her superhero name, her heroine name. Excuse me. Is her hero name or heroine name. So, again, Honey is this humanoid android that is given the ability to not only become her superhero form, which is Cutie Honey when she says Honey Flash, but she's also able to become other people. Literally, she becomes other people or even other inanimate things. That's the truth. And that was something that surprised me when I first found out about Cutie Honey. When I first started seeing some of the episodes of New Cutie Honey, I'm thinking, okay, she can disguise herself with all these different personalities. That's great, that's cool. But then there's an episode where she turns herself into a Buddha statue for her friends to hide underneath of, for her friends and allies to hide underneath of. Excuse me. So, when I saw that, I'm thinking, wow. So this character can not only shapeshift or disguise herself, I should say, into other people, she can also disguise, if not turn herself into inanimate objects. And a primary example of that was the episode that I kind of looked at, skimmed through this morning. You see, the way I found out about Cutie Honey Universe, which is the new anime that debuted on April 8th of this month, the way I found out about it was through a GIF that somebody at DeviantArt, who I'm subscribed to, uploaded onto the DeviantArt page. And it was a GIF of Cutie Honey being wrapped up in webbing, basically mummified completely in webbing by one of the antagonists. And when I first saw this, I'm thinking, wait a minute, where's this from? And the description told me what it was, so I went to YouTube, saw that it was on there, as of right now that is, and skimmed through it, and towards the end, Cutie Honey had to basically turn herself into I wouldn't say fountain statue, but a statue on a watering, well, kind of a fountain, but kind of like one of those coin fountains that you would toss coins in and stuff or whatever. So basically the ending of it is she has to step onto this pedestal and use her honey flash power to disguise herself into a statue on top of this this water display, this water sculpture in the middle of a park. And the reason for that, which is what I find very intriguing about this series, about this interpretation, which was brought out and debuted for the 50th anniversary of Koji Nagata as the manga artist, because the series uses, I think I mentioned this, I'm not sure if I did, uses the original manga style of the characters. Sorry about that, my finger hit the mic. But basically, not only does it use the original manga style, but basically the story overall here makes it really intriguing, because in this interpretation, Panther Claw, which has always been the antagonist, as far as I know, has always been the antagonist, the main antagonist, although they've gone the supernatural route at times too, but it's always been like the main antagonist. Panther Claw wants to know how Cutey Honey works, how she's able to have these abilities to be able to do the things that she does, how she's able to disguise herself as these different personalities and have all these different unique powers. They're trying to, basically the goal, and again, and here's the thing, I don't know if this was a goal if this was the same goal going all the way back to the original, but the goal here is to find out, like I said, how Honey works, how her powers work. That's their main goal, to find out what makes her tick. So that's an interesting situation there. Now that's an interesting story arc right there. You have the antagonist wanting to go after Honey, not because they want to put her out of commission so they could take over the world, but they want to find out what makes her tick, what makes her work, how she has these abilities that she can use. But then on top of that, they throw in a new wrinkle, as far as I know it's a new wrinkle, maybe I'm wrong, where basically when she starts running low on energy, she starts changing back into regular honey from Cutey Honey. In other words, when she starts running low on energy, depending on what form she's in, mostly her Cutey Honey form, she starts to slowly change back into her alter ego, Honey Kawasaki. I think that's her last name. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. But she starts to change back into Honey Kawasaki. So apparently one of the things she does to kind of recharge herself is either she finds a way to get enough rest to recharge her batteries, or, as she did in the 4th episode, and apparently this is something she probably has probably done and probably will do throughout this new series, she will change herself into some kind of inanimate object, like a statue, and she'll basically change herself into some inanimate object to, allow herself to recharge. And in the case of the 4th episode, it just happened to be a statue poised on a fountain in a park. So, yeah, basically, this new version of Cutey Honey Universe, looks really intriguing. Looks really different than, I guess it keeps the spirit and the style of Cutey Honey past and from the past incarnations. It keeps that style and that style like of humor and drama and action and all that. It keeps it there, but it also adds in new elements. It also adds in some new elements. Like in battle, she could change herself into another form, into another powerful form to combat her enemies. So this is all pretty interesting and unique. But to find out that there is a new Cutie Honey anime, I can't say any more. And the fact that, again, it looks like it stays true to what made Cutie Honey what she is today, what made the franchise popular. But on top of that, it looks like they added a few new twists and turns. Like, for example, Cutie Honey running low on energy in a fight to the point that she has to find a way to recharge her battery, either by just relaxing or Honey flashing herself into maybe an inanimate object, mostly like a statue, to kind of recharge her batteries. I don't really know. I mean, and the fact that they also throw in this other interesting plot, the fact that the antagonist group, the Panther Claw group, wants to know how she works, wants to know what makes her tick. That's an interesting development there. But then on top of that, you also have essentially one of the main antagonists or anti-heroes basically being undercover with the, I guess you could say, the agency that Cutie Honey is helping out as an inspector. You basically got the sister Jill, who's like the primary anti-hero, antagonist, or rival of Cutie Honey's, basically going undercover as this inspector girl, as this Inspector Garrett girl or whatever, to try to get closer to Honey to figure out how she works, to try to stay a step ahead of her. So that's an interesting concept. Again, some of the things I talked about, Panther Claw wanting to know how she works and all that, and her having to recharge a battery, I don't know if these are things that have been used in the past or not. All I know is if this is something new, especially for this new interpretation, I think we got a winner here. I think we got a winner, and a winner as far as continuation, soft retcon, soft rebooted series goes, and we got a winner when it comes to an addition to the Cutie Honey franchise. So overall, there is a new Cutie Honey anime out there. It's called Cutie Honey Universe. Right now, as far as I know, it is on places like YouTube, Dailymotion, and other areas. I would check it out as soon as possible. And again, it is a weekly series, so check that out if you can when they upload episodes. I'm just hoping that they take the whole transformation into inanimate objects things or other different objects or elements or whatever. I hope they take that to another level in Cutie Honey Universe. Because, we know Cutie Honey can become statues if she has to, but I would love, and this is the honest truth, I would love to see if maybe in Cutie Honey Universe we have her taking on the form of an element, like liquid, like water, like she becomes some kind of like slime girl that could squeeze herself into other areas, melt down, do stuff like that. Maybe even Cutie Honey flash herself into a vehicle, like a car or a motorcycle, for one of her allies to ride when they're on a mission, stuff like, those kind of things. Maybe even disguise herself as a tree, like a plant, To me, I think they really need, hopefully they will, again, we're only 4 episodes in, but hopefully they will go balls, excuse my language, God, they will go balls to the walls with this. Hopefully they will do that, because honestly, I think if they're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the manga artist who created Cutie Honey, then I think they need to go all out. And hopefully they do. Hopefully they do go all out. If there's anything that Little Witch Academia has taught us, and if you don't believe me, check out Lily Pete's, or Lily Orchard's, now as she calls herself now, review on one of the recent episodes. if that doesn't tell you that a series can go balls to the wall, WTF crazy, I don't know what does. So to me, Cutey Honey Universe, this interpretation of the Cutey Honey franchise is probably the best opportunity they got to really go balls to the wall. And again, her taking on the form of elements like liquid, like water, or a slime girl kind of thing, goo girl, whatever, and being able to melt down into a puddle, shape, squeeze herself through cracks, stuff like that. That would be amazing. Have her be able to become a vehicle like a car or a motorcycle would be amazing. Have her disguise herself as a tree would be amazing. So again, these are things I hope they will do. If they don't, that's fine. But I hope they do it. I hope they really do it, because honestly, this is a series. If this is the latest incarnation, maybe even the last incarnation of Cutey Honey, with that being Cutey Honey Universe, then they need to go all the way with this. And that's really all I'm going to say. So, again, if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out on YouTube, Daily Motion, any place they may have it as of right now. And let me know what you guys think about it. But that's really all I'm going to say. Till next time, guys, I am out. Peace. God bless. Take care. I am done.